Please stand.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're all very welcome to our membership conferring ceremony this afternoon at our home here, number 6 Kildare Street. Welcome to all our new members and their distinguished guests. This week, we will confer 173 new members from 22 different countries. We're delighted to meet you all here today. This building captures and nurtures our heritage. Our Heritage Centre has attained museum status accredited, an award that recognises our dedication to caring for our collections to the highest standards. We have ambitious plans to grow our museum and to open this rich heritage and medical history increasingly to the public and a wider audience. All around you, there are portraits, sculptures, and items that reflect our central role in the history of medicine in Ireland and abroad. Today, you join the ranks and join all of us on our lifelong journey and career through medicine. This is an exciting moment for you and in your careers, and one that you have earned through your hard work, determination, and dedication, as well as the support of those here with you today. So well done to all. And now, before declaring the ceremony of the Royal College of Physicians of Ireland open, may I introduce the platform party here today. Dr. Emily Buckley is Chair of the RCPI Trainees Committee. Professor Anthony O'Regan is Dean of the Institute of Medicine. Dr. Judith Meehan is Dean of the Faculty of Paediatrics. Dr. Diarmuid O'Shea is our President of the Royal College of Physicians of Ireland. Dr. Shahad Al-Takiri is Advanced Medical Education Fellow in the National Maternity Hospital. Dr. Kristen Dunlop is Academic Clinical Fellow in the National Maternity Hospital. And our mace bearer today is Ms. Harriet Wheelock, Keeper of Collections at RCPI. And I'm Dr. Joan Parr, Vice President of the Royal College of Physicians of Ireland. This is a meeting of the Royal College of Physicians of Ireland for the purpose of conferring membership, which I now declare open. With your permission, President, I will now proceed with the conferring ceremony.
Please proceed, Joan.
I would like to start, before we admit you all as members, to call on Dr. Emily Buckley, Chair of the RCPI Trainees Committee, to address you. Emily.
Just speak loudly, sorry.
Thank you, President, Fellows and members. As Chair of the Trainee Committee of the RCPI, it is my duty and privilege to represent you and to work on your behalf with the College to try to improve the quality of medical education and training that you receive. It is with sincere pleasure that I am here today to congratulate you on this massive achievement of succeeding in gaining membership of this college. I am personally aware of the hours, months, and even years of work you have put into getting to this day, of the sacrifices you have made, both personal and financial, to reach this goal. It is no small effort, and today that effort has paid off, and you should be justly proud. As members of the RCPI, you have distinguished yourselves as the brightest and best physicians of your generation. You stand apart as the group of doctors who will lead the profession for the generation to come. We are at a turning point in how healthcare will be delivered to the people of Ireland. And all of you graduating today will have a command and responsibility for how our profession evolves in serving the diverse needs of the citizens of this country at the most vulnerable points in their lives. Your graduation today leads you one step closer to specialisation in your chosen area and towards being a leader within our healthcare service. It marks a significant milestone in your career progression and your success. It also signifies a new responsibility you have to your fellow doctors and particularly your junior colleagues. Our responsibility to use the talent and skills you have proven through challenge and adversity to teach and to guide your interns and SHOs, and to ensure that they are empowered to achieve and maintain the same high standards of clinical and academic excellence that you yourselves have demonstrated. And that's no small feat. These exams aren't easy, and many of you were tested to your very limit, but you know that they are a goal worth achieving. So please, guide your fellow doctors to the same success you now so deservedly enjoy. I'm also aware that no one who passes these exams does so without some help. It does take a village, and I'm delighted to see that so many of your friends and family members are here today. Their support has got you here in no small measure, and I'm glad that they can rejoice and share in your success. It's 5 years ago since I sat my own exams, and I have not forgotten the often complex relationship with the college that this experience can foster. The path to success is never easy, but through your diligence, perseverance, professionalism, you have prevailed. Finally, it is important to use this time to take stock of your achievement and to think of what direction you would like your career to take. And with this, I'd like to invite you and encourage you to join us in the Trainees Committee in working with the college to bring about positive changes that will benefit you and benefit the doctors who follow in your footsteps. I'm sure over your engagement so far with the RCPI, you've all seen things that are done very well and others that we could do better. And now that you have both insight and authority, I really urge you all to work with me to keep making this college a better and better place for trainees, so that we can be proud to be members of this noble institution, proud of the fact that we can be part of receiving and providing world-class medical training, proud of the fact that we will always strive for better, and proud of the fact that we in this room are constantly working to safeguard the healthcare of the people of Ireland. This is your college. Thank you very much, and congratulations again.
Thank you, Emily. I will now ask all the licentiates and members to stand and to read with me the declaration for membership, which is in your package. Would you all please stand? I do hereby solemnly and sincerely promise that I will observe and obey the statutes, bylaws, and regulations of this college relating to members, and will submit to such penalties as may be lawfully imposed for any neglect or infringement of them. Including the erasure of my name from the list of members and the surrender of my diploma of membership received from the college. I further promise and declare that I will, to the best of my ability, do all things in the practice of my profession for the honour of the college and the good of the public. I further promise and declare that I will not keep open shop for the sale of medicines, or endeavour to obtain practice or to attract public notice by any unworthy means. Nor will I permit or sanction the use of my name by any other person for such purpose, or in connection with any secret remedy. And in the case of any doubt relative to the true meaning of this engagement, I promise to submit to the judgment of the college. I now call upon the President, Dr. Diarmuid O'Shea, to formally admit the new licentiates and members elect collectively to membership of the college.
By virtue of the authority vested in me as president, I hereby admit you collectively as licentiates and members of the Royal College of Physicians of Ireland. Congratulations to you all.
Congratulations to our new membership. You may all be seated. I now ask each new member to come forward and receive your parchment as your name is called. Karat Alain Ahmed. Shima Nasreddin Ahmed. Al-Salah Shahib Al-Baghdadi. Badur Muftak Al-Bashi. Zafran Ali. Hassan Al-Azat Al-Taleh. Sarah Talal Al-Tayer. And Hazat Bakshas. Hira Deveni. Roshin Herr, and I should say Angus Joyce. Matthew Kelly. Connor Kennedy. Laura Elizabeth Kennelly. Hind Mohammed Mamoon Qatar. Muslim Kamil Rahim Mugdag. Moise Magboul. Dara Michael Maloney. Aisling Claire Murphy. Victor Tong. Maggie Louise O'Connor. Alison Rose Pentney. And Elizabeth O'Donoghue. All general medicine. And Rashid Rajora, Paediatrics. Arshima Rashid, general medicine. Bilal Naeem Tor, Paediatrics. And in absentia, Ihab Abud Al-Raim, Oliadi Abiola, Mohammed Akfam, Tajir Al-Adam Ahmed, Khalid Mohammed Aid, Ajurmand Salid, Sahar Al-Shala, Asim Mohammed Al-Dora, Mazen Abdul Noordin Al-Hassan, Amr Atta Abdal Ali, Mohammed Fahad Ali, Amna Saeed Al-Noor, Razia Amanat, all general medicine. Mohammed Abdallah Awad, Paediatrics. Hassan Barakat, Paediatrics. Manar Bashandi, Obstetrics and Gynaecology. Mona Amor Bashir, General Medicine. Haram Al-Hassan, General Medicine. Hiba Hashim Al-Qadir, General Medicine. Nizreen Enor, General Medicine. Mohammed Hashim Al-Sayed Al-Malik, General Medicine. Wigdam Omar Al-Sheikh, General Medicine. Taisir Al-Tuim, General Medicine. Aisha Al-Trifa, General Medicine. Ismail Ahmed Fawaz, General Medicine. Emma Flaherty, General Medicine. Asif Abdul Hamid, Paediatrics. Marwa Mohammed Ahmed Al-Safi, General Medicine. Mohammed Al-Daham Al-Rahim Hassanan, General Medicine. Michelle Hick, General Medicine. Ahmed Mohammed Ibrahim, General Medicine. Amner Mohammed Ibrahim, Paediatrics. And Mahir Ismail, General Medicine. We'll congratulate all on their membership. I now call on one of our trainees of the college and new members, Bilal Tor, to address you on behalf of the college.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. First of all, I would like to have if Mother President can accept, I can speak. Will be okay. Thank you. So, dear President, esteemed fellows, and distinguished members, thank you for this extraordinary privilege to share the joy of our achievements and the milestones we have reached. I stand before you today with deep gratitude, reflecting on the journey that has brought us to this auspicious moment. First and foremost, I would like to thank the prestigious Royal College of Physicians Ireland, our fellows, members, consultants, and the NCHTs, and especially my Paediatrics team, whom we've worked, who taught us valuable knowledge, prepared us for exams, and made us who we are today. The gratitude extends to our support network, our families and friends, who have stood by us through the demanding life of an NCHT. I would especially like to thank my father and my mother, who supported me through thick and thin, made sacrifices that helped me achieve who I am today. I would like to extend my love to my wife, and the understanding that she has provided has been rock, especially during the most challenging times in my life. Your sacrifices are deeply appreciated, and this achievement is as yours as it's mine. A special acknowledgement to the unsung heroes, to our patients, those who generously allowed us to learn and practice, to those who sat patiently sharing their stories, enduring our examinations, and often with silent tolerance. Thank you for being an integral part of our learning journey. Lastly, to my esteemed colleagues and our members, our togetherness has been the backbone of our shared success, whether it was a fortifying cup of tea in the early hours or collaborating on a challenging case. We have traversed this enjoyable road together. Today's achievement is the testament to our collective efforts. Now, as we reflect on our careers and the challenges ahead, Let us remain optimistic, holding onto the privileges bestowed upon us as physicians and members of this esteemed college. Despite all the difficulties, we always will provide the healthcare system our efforts and will take the privilege of caring for the patients and shaping the future of our specialties. Today, as the new members, we take a step towards becoming senior contributors, teachers, and guardians of excellence in our respective fields. This college is not just an institution, but a home for all of us. I am elated to join hands with all of you today and excited about the prospect of working together to safeguard the healthcare of the people of Ireland. Congratulations to each one of us on this remarkable achievement. May our journey ahead be filled with continued success and shared accomplishments. And lastly, I would like to thank the people of Ireland here who had made Ireland a home for people like us coming from different countries and made us feel special while we live here. They have not sacrificed their own time for us, but also have opened their doors of their homes for us and always made us feel like we are not far away from home. God bless the people of Ireland and God bless the Republic of Ireland. Enjoy the moment today. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Torr, and congratulations. That was very moving. I would now like to call on the President of the Royal College of Physicians of Ireland, Dr. Diarmuid O'Shea, to address you.
Thank you, Joan. Guests, members, fellows, and new members. Tá fáilte I ceallaigh new. You're all really welcome here today, and it's a real personal pleasure. And to stand here in front of you, listening to the words of one of your fellow conferees today, I believe that was a very, as Joan said, touching and moving story. And I think it reflects, you know, for us all in healthcare, both the multicultural society we work in, the multicultural healthcare forum we work in, and how important it is that we work together like that, because it's very much an example of how our differences unite us and how important our inclusivity is. So thank you for a really wonderful, for the want of a better word, commencement speech. Really well done. I guess today is a real day of celebration and a proud day for each of you, for your families, and for your friends who supported you over the years. But it is truly a real milestone in your career. Each of us has our own story and our own reason for choosing medicine as a career. And each of you are now weaving yourself further into the fabric of this college. You're becoming part of the college's story and part of the college's history. You're going to be an ambassador and a custodian of what the college was, what the college is, and what the college will do in the future. And your input and your contribution, as Emily, who's chair of the trainees committee here, was saying, will be vital in the years ahead. This college was founded by the man in the picture right in the middle there, John Stern, who was born nearly 400 years ago. And he founded the college in 1654 at the age of 30. And for those of you that are good at sums, that means he was born in 1624. So next year, we will honour and celebrate his contribution to medicine in Ireland and around the world with the Stern 400 series to mark and celebrate that milestone. But he founded the college nearly 400 years ago to improve training and the practice of medicine, to improve patient care, and as a place for physicians and others to meet. And when you hear that list, it's still a list that's very relevant today. The Royal College of Physicians is the largest and oldest medical training body in Ireland, with 6 postgraduate training bodies under our roof today. And we've people here from Paediatrics, Obstetrics and General Medicine getting their memberships. We moved into this building in 1864, bought by the man who's directly behind me, Dominic Corrigan. So those of you sitting in the front seats will know him through Corrigan's Pulse and Corrigan's Sign. And you can explain that to some of your family who've come with you today. But he's much more than a pulse or a sign. He's the fabric, one of the people, the fabric around which this whole building is built. And as Joan said, it is in effect our heritage centre, which has attained museum status, and it houses portraits, sculptures, medical memorabilia that all reflect our central role and contribution to medicine in Ireland and around the world. And we're on an ambitious journey to fund and build a museum in this building. And if you're lucky enough, you'll get a guided tour from our mace bearer, Harriet, who's our keeper of collections, or Chiara, because it's an extraordinary building to walk around and see the history and the heritage that's in it. But clearly, we're way more than bricks and mortar and memorabilia and statues. The vision of this college is of a globally connected community of doctors improving people's health. And today, each one of you join a community of doctors and an international network of close to 13,000 alumni working around the world. And the mission of the college is to develop and support learners, trainees, members, and fellows to be leaders in healthcare delivery and transformation through training, education, advocacy, all the while maintaining, developing, and improving standards and guidelines to support best medical practice. And this is where you're needed. The skills, the knowledge, and the networks you develop during your training here will be the foundation and the launch pad for your future working lives. With your membership, you join a community of doctors advocating for best patient care and outcomes in innovation and research and supporting each other in, as Balil said, what can be at times challenging, but definitely fulfilling and rewarding careers. Having the letters MRCPI after your name demonstrates you've reached a standard of excellence that is trusted and recognized by employers around the world, and that should add to your self-confidence. Passing the membership, as both Emily and Balil said, is a really significant achievement, and you did it while you were in busy clinical jobs. And there's no one sitting on the platform here who doesn't appreciate and understand that. We may be a little bit further away, each of us, than you are from it, but we know exactly the commitment, the hard work, the study of hours at night, the deferral of social life that is involved in getting to where you are. But I hope you agree that it's worth it in the end. Because what each of you does makes a very real difference to people's lives every day. Now, I'm a geriatrician, and I've had the pleasure of knowing some of you here today, and indeed working with some of you, so bear with me if you've heard one or two of these stories. But I would occasionally ask people, have they any advice for me that they would want to offer someone younger? Because as a geriatrician, I get to see people that are usually older than me. And I actually get a lot of really good advice. One lady wrote back into me after I'd asked her a question because she didn't want to answer it at the time. And she said, look after, in the letter, she said a lot of things, but one particular thing stuck with me. She says, look after your own career. It is a real possession in the changing fortunes of time. So I listened to both Emily and Balia. He actually used the word reflect twice. You used the word reflection twice in your talk. And that I've thought a lot about that sentence over the years. And I think my answer to what that is changes. But I think two things are very important. One is how you practice. And the second is about becoming involved. There are two messages for me out of it. So if you weave into your practice core values like compassion, openness, kindness, empathy, and understanding for your patient and each other, that will enable you make important differences to the health and well-being of your patients, to the healthcare system you work in, and most importantly, to yourselves. So in effect, you can lead and become part of the culture change you would like to see in your workplace. But that's a choice you make. You are the future clinicians and leaders that will shape our healthcare services, and Emily said this, over the next years and decades. So be an active part of the solution. Become involved in your college. Figure out how you can contribute to the next generation of doctors. Look at becoming involved in the trainees committee. That's why Emily is speaking to you today. Contribute to improvements and changes you want to see in education across the career trajectories in your healthcare system. And through the college, know that you can make a difference. But to do that, you must become involved. Now, the other part of that is getting the balance of that right in this sort of famous life-work balance. So at times, the responsibilities can seem overwhelming, but making time for yourself, your friends, and your family is of equal importance. And this was the other thing another patient said to me when I asked, and it still resonates with me, and it's resonated more with me as time has gone on. Be sure to appreciate what you have before time teaches you to appreciate what you had. So it's back to your reflection piece. I think that is very important. And I didn't see that years ago. Now, after that sort of momentary bout of philosophical reflecting, I have a few people to thank. The minute you start naming names, you leave out many. So a big thank you to the people I've left out and haven't named. I think it's really important to acknowledge the platform party today, because what you have here are representatives right across the spectrum of our career trajectories. You've people who are chairing the training committee, you've people who are deans of the Paediatric and Institute of Medicine, you've our vice president, and you've two people, one of whom, Shahad, is an advanced medical education fellow, and Kristen, who's an advanced clinical fellow. So there's a breadth that goes right across career trajectories. So I'd also like to thank, because you can't run memberships and exams without exam boards. So the clinicians involved that have given up their time in paediatrics, Ono Caron and the team he leads, Lucianne Beaton in the Institute of Medicine, and Mary Higgins in the team. But they front up our front of house for a huge team of staff in the college that are doing that work. And Louise Goyette for medicine and Dara Whelan for occupational medicine and paediatrics play really important parts in that as well. And that brings me to the college staff who work here to support us throughout our career and training and journey of lifelong learning. We're very fortunate to have them here. They're dedicated, they're professional, and they're always committed to the college aims. We owe them a very great debt of gratitude. Many of you have been in contact with a few of them around today's ceremony. You'll have met Gemma, Roisin, and Emma outside, and others. And I'm sure they've been struck by both their friendliness and their quiet efficiency. So on behalf of the new members, old members, fellows, I'd like to thank our CEO, Audrey, who's here today with us, and her team for their continued and much appreciated work on our behalf. So Audrey, thank you. We're a truly international college, and our reach internationally is actually far more extensive than we appreciate. And that's highlighted. Joan mentioned it today, 173 people from 22 countries, some of whom have traveled huge distances to be here. And we've got to nurture and harness that reach. It's also a real pleasure to actually say Céad Míle Fáilte to the guests that have arrived to support you today, because they've been there when times have got challenging. They've accepted and been tolerant when you haven't been around, and they've been understanding when you've missed yet another family occasion. And the emotional, financial, and practical support that we get from parents, brothers, sisters, partners, children, and friends are an essential part of your success. So from me, the college, and the new members, a real sincere thanks to all of you sitting there. So thank you. So I guess we're all, in essence, custodians of the Royal College of Physicians. And today, as new members, you become an integral part of the team carrying that torch or baton. As I said, you've heard from Emily, you've heard from your own trainee and the importance of the trainee committee. We have a healthcare leadership department led by Professor Druffy and a Dean of Education, Maeve Doyle, who are developing opportunities both to become involved in early stages of your career, but also to be advocates, leaders, educators, examiners. So there's loads to do other than just the clinical job. You can share your research, be involved in improving medical education and training. You can influence national health policy. You can develop clinical guidelines. You can raise the standards of patient care. And this is our part of the solution drive. And the trainee voice through you and the trainee committee is an essential part of that voice and mission. So I think I wish you really well on your personal missions. I hope that you're able to fulfill your dreams and ambitions, but realize that your potential is unlimited and that the opportunities open to you are extraordinary because of the career you've chosen. And if truth be told, I do sort of envy the experiences you have ahead of you. So my congratulations to each of you. I hope you and your guests have a memorable day. Appreciate your wonderful achievement for what it is. Congrats and well done. I'll hand you back to our Vice President.
Thank you very much, President. That completes the conferring ceremony for membership. We'd ask guests now to remain in the Corrigan Hall while the group photograph for new members takes place in the main entrance hall. And then we'll have a reception to follow the group photograph in the Graves Hall. Thank you very much.